Well, hello and welcome to my podcast. This is CINEMIN, the podcast for the fans of the Criterion Collection, international films, art films, and of course American classics. Please enjoy my channel. Hello folks, Daniel Nobre here, and this is it. We're gonna talk about Akira Kurosawa's Rashomon. We're gonna take advantage the moment that we are celebrating 100 years anniversary, if he was alive, actor Toshiro Mifune. This is the poster for the movie that I have here. Certain stuff that I add to my collection is a Spine 138 from the Criterion Collection. Fantastic film, masterpiece. You see, I published that kind of stuff right here. I published a copy from the internet, then I print. Is Rashomon Kurosawa's best film? I don't know. It's one of them for sure. This is the booklet that comes inside. So this is, of course, the Blu-ray case for the film. We're gonna talk about in the extras in a minute. Kent Williams is the guy that did the illustrations for this nice booklet. I love the artwork from the Criterion Collection. Look at this. I read the booklet. I did read the booklet. So this is fantastic artwork. Recommend. That is the original Rashomon story right here. I just finished reading. I didn't get it. I'm gonna confess to you. The movie I do get it, no problem, but not this story. But anyways, and there's the second part of the story because the movie is based in those two stories, Rashomon and In a Grove. I'm sorry. So that it is. Okay, fantastic edition. Let's take a look at the extras right here. New digital restoration of the film. After you watch the movie, if you haven't watched the movie, of course, watch the film first and check it out. The audio commentary by Japanese film historian Donald Ritchie is fantastic. I do recommend. There is an interview with director Robert Altman about Rashomon, and I disagree with Robert Altman. There are certain impressions he has, especially about Toshiro Mifune, that I don't quite agree with him. There is also experts from the world of Kazuo Miyagawa. Is a mini documentary on the cinematographer of the film. There is another very important thing on this film. A testimony as an image. A 68-minute documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew. Archival audio interview with actor Takashi Shimura. Just to let you know, Takashi Shimura worked with Kurosawa like Mifune in several films, including Seven Samurai and Ichiro. Okay, let's stop talking about this and let's go now and talk about Rashomon. Please enjoy. Stick around. Hello, folks. We are back again to analyze Rashomon. I'm gonna tell you this, the first time, the only feeling that I can take out of this movie from the first time that I watched this film is like, imagine for me this film in a sense like you go to sleep and you start having a dream. And the dream is so vivid that you don't distinguish if you are in a dream or if you are in your life. Have you ever had that feeling? I think some people probably did have that kind of feeling sometimes. That feeling, for me, is explain this movie. Chances are, if you have those feelings, you visit places like Rashomon. Rashomon is a terminology also that after the movie became so famous and so fantastic viewing. It was, blew minds of people in the 1950s. When the movie came about, it won the Venice Film Festival, won the Academy Award, also a special award. Back then they didn't have the category of foreign language films, but it won a special Oscar. Later the category will be created, but this movie won an Oscar after, because it was it is, to this day, didn't change the essence of the film, such a mesmerized movie experience that is hard to put in words and in definition, because it's a kind of movie, I have my conclusion, you have your conclusion, they have their own conclusion. It's constantly like that, because that's what the movie is really about. We have here Takashi Shimura showing up as a woodcutter, and just to show that now he's seeing evidence and he's telling his side of the story. You're gonna see a very supposed to be simple story in 5 different versions of the same story in this film. It's not a long film, it's 1 hour and a half. And that is based in two tales, Japanese tales from 1915, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the data that I was able to look into it, that Akira Kurosawa made in one film. To show that film, he counts with the talented people that he worked before, including the mesmerizing, always fantastic actor Toshiro Mifune. And his performance in here highlights a lot the movie. So just a little bit to make it as a quick interruption. Now the movie, they start seeing he's telling his version of the story. But look like he's talking to us, the audience. And here the people, you see people ask questions, we don't hear the questions in any moment. He's answering those questions. And the question in our minds is, who is he talking to? And we're never gonna see an answer for that. So forget about it, it's gonna be like that. They're telling, now we go in flashbacks, and back to the flashback, and he's telling his side or his side on the story. And then more people get in the story as well, as you have what more or less happened. The catch in this film is exactly the continuous obsession that we have to find out the truth. And what Kurosawa proposed to us is the truth might lie in your subconscious. Really, you might try in the land of dreams. Because don't forget, if there is an event, just an accident, let's say, and the police comes to make a report, and you're not part of the accident, but you saw the accident, the police is going to ask you your point of view. Another witness is going to get their point of view, and another witness another one, and the police is going to try to resolve the puzzle and build what really happened. This is the movie. You're going to have the pieces of the puzzle, but are you going to be able to resolve this puzzle? That's the question. But Kurosawa doesn't really necessarily want that you resolve the puzzle. He just wants that you think about the puzzle. He's so intelligent, he's so eloquent. I can't get enough of this film every time I watch this film. I just been watching right now to do this video. This is the 5th time passing this film to make this analysis, and every time I gotta reshoot this video to come to a different conclusion, come very close what I want to transmit for you guys and why this movie is so important. Because it's just the way that he tells the story. And the screenplay that Kurosawa worked on it, and with, to give credit to the screenwriters, is Shinobu Hashimoto. They worked together for this film and they came together, but Kurosawa really, there we see Toshiro Mifune. Kurosawa really finished himself the film because the other screenwriter got sick at a certain point, leading to the end of the film. So now this is the policeman. Toshiro Mifune is tied up in there and he's not talking much right now. We just observe him, his different acting. What is mesmerizing in Toshiro Mifune is the way that he acts. And you're gonna understand what is that when you watch the film. You're gonna have his side of the story on that. And I think no, he's the key. He is the key. He is fantastic. He is the fantastic part of this film because he plays the bandit in there. Now he's gonna start in a moment talk with the audience. Look like he look distance. He look in the skies. What is he seeing? We all ask those questions. Now he reacts. And now he reacts really like a crazy person. But his demeanor is very few actors has that kind of energy. Well, Kurosawa, they worked together in 16 films. And what he saw in his performance when he was testing for the film is exactly the energy that no other Japanese actor, and I think even to this day, that is that kind of range. Because he measures, his range is fantastic for the fact that even his craziness and his sense of craziness is measured. He knows when he got to take back, and I believe Kurosawa gave him a free interpretation of the character. So he's really studied the character in order to do this performance, kind of a lot of contracted, the way that he expresses himself and all that. Not really, we see that in the movies in 1950s. Certainly not in a Japanese cinema. So his performance really enhances what he's about to tell right now, and you're gonna go to his side of version, what happened. And then you're gonna have another 4 times the same story told by different people. And you're gonna have the key thing here, you're gonna try to come to a conclusion. And the thing is this, what place is this? Where is taking place? We don't know. The director does not give you those answers. And then again, it doesn't matter, because it's fascinating for your mind. Your mind is constantly working in this film. It's constantly working in this film. When you hear the first story, you don't get much in there. But then you got the second story, you start comparing. Then you got the third view of the story that doesn't match with the first, doesn't match with the second, and you got another story. And then comes a fourth story that is completely different, but they all intersect. They all intersect. They are not, the director is not just playing with your mind. He's getting your mind somewhere. The truth, that's what we want to know. The truth. That's what we really want to know. And it's tricky. The truth is really tricky. And it has to do a lot with the internet, what you see in the internet, if you can trust news today, trying to make a comparison with today. The news that you get from where you get your news, are they telling you the truth, what's going on? There is a disease in the world today, 2020, there is a big disease in there. What kind of information you're getting? Is the politicians lying to you because they have interest in hide the truth? Is the scientist 100% accurate what they're saying? So all those questions in our mind, he has explored, not that, but he explored the possibilities in Rashomon. Rashomon is the place that you visit, you watch all that, and you try to come up with some conclusions. I think that's the great catch in the movie. I can't recommend more than that, really, and I don't want to put it more. The commentary by Donald Rich in the Criterion Collection Blu-ray that of course I'm playing here, I introduced for you guys. Don't miss it. He put inputs in the story much better than I do. I just can recommend this movie, of course, it's a masterpiece, one of my favorite Kurosawa films. You know, it's just amazing and handsome, how handsome he is. At the same time, when he goes angry, he goes so ugly. Is that power, that kind of transformation. Now he sees the woman there, oh, now he wants something. Now he wants something. So when he wants something, he's gonna go for it. If he's gonna go for it, we're gonna have problems. Thanks for watching, I'm Daniel Nobre. I hope you enjoy. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and put your comments in there at the end. We're gonna talk about the movie and see what you're thinking about. I'll let you know. And if you have questions, put questions in there that I always can answer and make a kind of Q&A in one of the next videos, okay? And stick around, we're gonna post more movies, we're gonna review more great stuff like this. This is Criterion Collection 158, Rashomon, highly recommended masterpiece by Akira Kurosawa, starring the magnificent Toshiro Mifune. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching.